I did a video where I said a fighter jet that belongs to America came to Iran and it fell down in Iran. It was being struck. And when it was being struck, it was a two-seater fighter jet. So the two people who were in that jet fell into Iran territory. And the United States used the helicopter to save one person yesterday. And they were searching for the second person. So they have been searching. In short, while they were even searching, Iran struck another jet that belongs to the US. But finally, Donald Trump has said that the other person that they were looking for, the other American soldier that they were looking for, has been found. So he has been found, and he said it, he tweeted it on X. Let me read his tweet before we go further. From President Donald J. Trump: "We got him, my fellow Americans. Over the past several hours, the United military pulled off one of the most daring search and rescue operations in the US history. For one of our incredible crew member officer, who also happened to be a highly respected colonel, and who I am thrilled to let you know is now safe and sound. This brave warrior was behind enemy line in the treacherous mountain of Iran, being hunted down by our enemies, who were getting closer and closer by the hour, but was never truly alone because his Commander-in-Chief, Secretary of War, Chairman of the Joint Chief of Staff, and fellow warfighters were monitoring his location 24 hours a day and diligently planning for the rescue. At my direction, the US military sent dozens of aircrafts armed with the most lethal weapon in the world to retrieve him. He sustained injury, but he will be just fine. This miraculous search and rescue operation came in addition to a successful rescue of another brave pilot yesterday, which we did not confirm because we did not want to jeopardize our second rescue operation. This is the first time in military memory that the US pilots have been rescued separately deep in enemy territory. We will never leave an American warfighter behind. The fact that we were able to pull off both of the operation without a single American killed or even wounded just proves once again that we have achieved overwhelming air dominance and superiority over the Iranian skies. This is a moment that all American Republic, Democrats, and everyone else should be proud of and united around. We truly have the best, most professional, and latent military in the history of the world. God bless America, God bless our troops, and happy Easter to all." So you saw that post where Donald Trump said that the colonel that fell in the Iranian side has been rescued. Yesterday they rescued the pilot, and today they rescued the colonel, you understand, from that place. And I made a statement yesterday. I said one of the things I envy Americans for is that they value their own. Just one American that will become a victim, you will see that Americans value that one person. They value their own so much. Like, they can do anything it takes to rescue one person. But if it's other countries, you understand, they will just say, is it not one soldier? It's just one soldier that fell off. They will abandon that soldier. But America will not abandon the soldier. Even if the soldier is dead, they will go and retrieve his body. That is to show you how Americans value their own. They value their interests. Unlike some of all these other countries, you understand, that even if you see their leaders, all they are interested in is to loot the resources that belongs to the state. So I value the American system for that, because they value their own, they work for their interests. That is one of, look at Africa. The reason why Africa is how it is, Africa is supposed to be one of the most developed countries in the world. Like, Africa is blessed with so much resources. But the reason Africa has a lot of poverty, especially in a country like Nigeria, has a lot of poverty there, is because of greedy leaders who are not working for the interests of the people. They are not working for the interests of the country. Look at China. China, they will go to other countries and go and exploit it and come and build their own country. Go and see China. Because why? They value their own country. Go and see go and look at all the developed countries, the Asian tigers, Americans, and any country that you see that they are developed. They value their country. They work. You see people are dying for their country, working for their country. But come to some other countries, you will see that it's totally different. totally different. People are not even interested in their country. Once they enter a political position, it's how to loot money. You will see their soldiers, they let their soldiers to be vulnerable. They don't pay their soldiers well. You understand? They don't pay their soldiers well. Their soldiers are vulnerable. They don't value human life. They don't value the life of citizens. They don't value human life. You will see some even in some Asian countries, not all Asian countries, but some Asian countries, you will see the way they treat their citizens as if their citizens are not a human being. Yeah, they treat them as if they are not human beings. Any small thing they execute them, they don't see them as a human being. They only see themselves as a human being. So the American colonel has been rescued. You know, America actually put a heavy surveillance on that area, that even Iran could not come to that. Iran Revolutionary Guard, they could not come to that environment because of how America put a heavy surveillance in that area. They could not come close to that place. But what they were doing was that they were striking. Once they see an American jet, they try to strike it. But they themselves could not even come to that mountain where that colonel is. To show you how America mount surveillance in those areas and make sure that he is rescued from that place. He is rescued. So like what I said the last time, I don't support war. You understand? I don't support war. I want this war to end. You understand? And I know definitely it will end, but sometimes it takes a lot of while, you understand, for something like this to end. But personally, I want it to end. You understand? And I believe that it's going to end. You understand? It will definitely come to an end. But most times, most of all this war you see, they don't really end. They only pause to start up again another time, maybe in years to come. That is just the truth. Look at Israel. Israel has been fighting different countries, you understand. Most of the country, at a point, they will pause the war, only to start it up again another time. Look at Iran itself. Iran has fought Afghanistan, it has fought Iraq, it has fought, you understand, they are fought too. They are fighting Israel currently. And the US is backing Israel. So, you know, definitely, most of all these countries, they fight, but most of these wars, they are not truly settled because it's just pause only to start up another time. You understand? Especially in the Middle East. In the Middle East, they fight a lot. And most of the time, those fights is bettered from their ideology, because they believe in so much in war. They spend most of their resources. They have oil, but most of their resources is being spent on weapons. You understand? They spent on weapons, and when you have too much weapon, you must use that weapon. You understand? So it's just only maybe North Korea that has a lot of weapons, but they don't look for trouble except you look for their trouble. You understand? They are just on their own. But most of these countries in the Middle East, they spend their money in weapons, amassing weapons upon weapons upon weapons upon weapons, and they like fighting. You understand? I don't know, but that is just how it is. And I believe that it has to do with their psychology. It has to do with how they think. Those countries in the Middle East, it has to do with how they think, their psychology. That's just the truth. You understand? Even people that engage in terrorism, most of the time, their psychology. There's something they have heard, they understand from childhood. You understand, that makes them do what they are doing. You get? So that is how I see it. But I don't know, what do you think? Drop in the comment section. But I feel that America, they value their own, and that is a plus for them. Yes, they did everything to rescue him. Even if, assuming God forbid he died, they will still go and rescue his body. That is to show you how Americans value their citizens, value their army, value people who give their life for the state. But I don't know, what do you think? Drop it in the comment section.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to Onyeka Jesus Boy YouTube channel for more.